What no one told you about the law of attraction. I am here today to share with you the most effective law of attraction technique, which is incredibly simple and can be incorporated into your daily routine. Among all the law of attraction techniques I have tried in my life, this one, without a doubt, is the most powerful, as it keeps me in a state of constant manifestation. Many people practice law of attraction techniques, but soon become frustrated, claiming that these techniques are no longer working for them, that binaural frequencies have lost their effect. It is precisely for this reason that I am here, recording this video, to share this extremely powerful technique with you. You are warmly welcome to this space of transformation. Here, we utilize tools such as neuro-linguistic programming, NLP, and the systemic approach to reprogram mental patterns and keep you in a constant state of manifestation. Our focus goes beyond the techniques of the law of attraction or binaural frequencies. The true objective is to help you remain aligned with abundance, because you did not come into this world to live in suffering, debt, or scarcity. Your nature is prosperous, and this channel exists to bring you tools that truly work in a simple and natural way, without excesses or complications. I recall when I first started practicing attraction techniques a few years ago. What I noticed was that after a while I would manage to achieve some objectives, but soon I would revert to square one. I would perform rehydration techniques and make some progress, but suddenly everything would collapse again. Sometimes, the situation would even become worse than before. It was then that I began to delve into an in-depth study of how to maintain myself in a state of constant manifestation. When looking at the law of attraction, it becomes clear that one must be before they can have. It's not about having money to be rich. Rather, it's essential to be rich first in terms of mindset and energy, in order to subsequently attract wealth. This may seem counterintuitive, especially when one is overwhelmed with debt and scarcity. Nevertheless, wealth is not limited to just money. There is also a profound wealth that is life itself. According to the Hawkins scale, which measures emotions in hertz, when we elevate our vibration to higher levels, such as the energy of gratitude, which exceeds 800 hertz, we are able to maintain a state of manifestation. Has something good ever happened in your life, followed by a sequence of positive events? Share with us in the comments. For instance, there are women who yearn for a relationship but can't seem to attract people into their lives. However, when they finally find a partner, it seems like everything starts to fall into place and they begin to attract other people. It's as if the universe starts to pour out benefits after an initial positive event. The technique I am about to share with you is capable of making this constant manifestation a reality. It is an approach that goes beyond the common law of attraction techniques, focusing on how to keep your mind and energy aligned with what you want to attract into your life. It is time to break free from the cycle of suffering and limitation and start living the life you truly desire. I am here to help you understand and apply this powerful technique, allowing you to stay in a state of constant manifestation and achieve abundance in all aspects of your life. Experiencing a life filled with experiences, both positive and negative, is something that many people encounter. When someone has never lived through a specific situation, but receives an attractive job offer, it is common to say, "I landed that proposal," and then other opportunities emerge, creating a sequence of positive events. However, this also occurs with unpleasant experiences, as demonstrated by a study conducted at a university that combines science and spirituality in São Paulo. When a person wakes up feeling pain and anger, it's as if the entire day is influenced by that negative vibration. That moment when we wake up and stub our toe on the bed can trigger a series of unpleasant events, such as spilling coffee on our clothes, being late, or suffering some other type of accident. This may seem like just a matter of bad luck, but in reality, it's a consequence of the vibration we are emitting. Each human emotion generates a specific vibration measured in hertz. Anger, for instance, has a very low vibration, which can attract more negative experiences into our lives. It's akin to tuning into a radio. If we're connected to a specific frequency, we'll only receive the information transmitted on that band. When we're in a low vibration, it's likely that we'll attract more undesirable things, whereas when we're in a high vibration, we can experience more positive things. This university study found that when things are going wrong, the vibration tends to drop. This occurs because all feelings generate emotions, which in turn create vibrations in our body. The heart, with its electromagnetic waves, plays a crucial role in this process. What we are feeling is what comes back to us, which makes it essential to understand how these frequencies work in our body. Therefore, it is essential to first be before having. If we want to have money, for example, it's not just a matter of seeking quick fixes, but of understanding how we can change our vibration to attract more positivity into our life. Self-awareness is the key to escaping a life of lack and scarcity. When we know how frequencies in hertz, binaural frequencies, the attraction technique, and redefinition in our subconscious work, everything becomes easier to achieve. That's why my videos are long, to provide a deep introduction and help those who are willing to heal the lack and poverty in their life. If you're prepared for this journey, then get ready to learn and grow. It's truly incredible how such a special introduction has already altered the course of your life, isn't it? I'm certain it has made a significant difference. Incidentally, if you enjoy videos about the law of attraction and binaural frequencies, don't hesitate to leave a like, as we operate on the energy of exchange here. I'm sharing my knowledge and time with you, and in return, you can give me your like, which is extremely valuable. It's a way for us to maintain the energy and balance, isn't it? Furthermore, feel free to leave video suggestions in the comments. I may see your suggestion as soon as next week and even mention your name in one of my videos. Now, let's talk about how to become rich and have wealth. If you don't have money or are overwhelmed with debt, the first step is to acknowledge that you're already a blessing. Merely having eyes, a mouth, hands, and the ability to walk is a wealth. You have the necessary tools to make things happen in your life. It is essential to have gratitude for the things you already have and to know that you deserve more. This does not mean being satisfied with what you have now and simply being thankful. No, it is more than that. It is being aware that you have much to be grateful for and that you are capable of changing your life. I am thankful for my body, for my life, for the food I eat, and for the job I have, even if it is not what I want. I have a job that allows me to pay my bills and change my life. So it's essential to be more grateful and complain less. When you look at the Hawking scale, complaint and anger are very low. It's better to focus on gratitude and acknowledge that you deserve more. I have a crazy daily practice. I hug my body and thank it for another day. I don't complain about my Body. I thank it for everything it can do. Embracing your body is a powerful technique for increasing your vibration. It's a way to connect with your body and recognize its value. Be thankful for your body, your life, and God, or whoever you believe in. This can change your perspective and make you feel more grateful and deserving. Now let's talk about the most powerful technique for changing your life, dressing for the life you want to have. But calm down. It's not about going to the mall and racking up credit card debt. I'm not talking about consumerism. I live a minimalist lifestyle and don't believe in accumulating unnecessary things. It's about preparing yourself for the life you want to have, not just in material terms, but also in terms of mindset and energy. It's about dressing for success, for happiness, and for fulfillment. So, remember to be thankful for what you have, to embrace your body, and to dress for the life you want to have. The way we dress reflects the life we want to have, so you need to dress according to what you want to be. Today, I'm wearing a simple outfit, but one that makes me feel good. I wear a watch, but it doesn't have to be a gold one. What matters is how I feel when I'm dressed. I'm not concerned with being perfectly put together or polished, but rather with being comfortable in my own skin. When I look in the mirror, I feel good because I'm satisfied with my appearance, regardless of what I'm wearing. When someone wears torn clothes and has disheveled hair with smudged makeup, the sensation they experience when looking in the mirror is vastly different. It is as though their own reflection embodies the lack of care and attention to themselves. It is as if they are conveying that they do not prioritize their own self-esteem. On the other hand, when you dress with care and groom yourself, regardless of the occasion, you feel more confident and self-assured. It's as if you're telling the world that you value and care about yourself. It's like using your best cup or finest glass for yourself, as if you're treating yourself with the utmost respect. Perhaps you have a special outfit tucked away in your drawer, waiting for that special moment to wear it. But what I'm saying is that every day is special, and that you should treat yourself with love and care, just as you would on a milestone occasion. It's about feeling good about yourself. Once, my mother had the opportunity to earn more money and was thinking about how to multiply her wealth. I suggested that she start by buying something that made her feel connected to wealth, something that made her feel good, even if it wasn't something necessary. It's about connecting with the idea that you're worth it, and not about spending money excessively or consuming unnecessary things. To illustrate this, I can share a personal experience. In the past, I didn't place much importance on my bed, using sheets that didn't make me feel very good. However, nowadays, I have a set of very comfortable sheets that make me feel as though I'm staying in a luxury hotel. I bought a beautiful sheet and a pillow that makes me feel wonderful. It's incredible the sense of security and comfort I feel when I'm in my bed now. It's as if I had found a way to connect with the idea of wealth internally, without having to spend a lot of money. It's about feeling joy and contentment. It's about understanding that sometimes the simplest things in life can be the most valuable. I also have a set of clothes that I consider the epitome of elegance, but it's not large, as I believe true wealth isn't measured by the number of clothes you own. In fact, I have only 39 pieces in my wardrobe, which means you don't need a lot to feel good. It's about understanding that what matters is how you feel, not the price or the quantity of clothes you have. I recall a memorable experience where I was determined to acquire a set of clothes that, in my opinion, embodied the essence of wealth. Although I didn't exactly know what defined a look of wealth, I was resolute in finding it. I visited a mall and came across an extremely comfortable outfit, and my first thought was how I was drawn to its elegant appearance. The outfit in question was white and featured a golden label, which suggested a high-quality fabric. It was as if there was a palpable difference between the fabrics used in rich and poor clothing. This particular fabric was incredibly pleasant to the touch, to the point where I thought, this is the kind of clothing that exudes wealth. When I wore this outfit, people would often compliment me, saying I looked wealthy. But, in reality, the issue is not about emulating fashion styles or accumulating expensive clothing. There is a subtle distinction between dressing with style and merely filling one's closet with mismatched items. What truly matters is finding pieces that make us feel good about ourselves, that allow us to look in the mirror and think, I look incredible. The key is not to accumulate material possessions, but rather to create space for what is new and valuable in our lives. My goal is to inspire feelings of confidence and satisfaction. Recently, I gave my mother some advice. Mom, you have the money, so go and buy something that makes you feel rich every day. This could be something as simple as a high-quality bath towel, a sheet, or even a pillow. Sometimes it's about creating experiences, but experiences can become expensive and eventually will require more money to maintain these habits. However, when you invest in items that can be appreciated daily, such as a soft bath towel or comfortable clothing, you can connect with that sense of luxury every day. It's about finding pleasure in the small things, such as a cup of gourmet coffee or a simple, comfortable pillow. These objects can provide a sense of wealth and satisfaction that goes beyond merely accumulating material riches. True wealth lies in how we feel when we're surrounded by things that bring us joy and comfort. Therefore, my suggestion is to invest in things that can be appreciated daily, rather than focusing on experiences that require constant spending to maintain the same level of satisfaction. It's about creating an environment that reflects the wealth and abundance in our daily lives, turning each moment into a luxury experience. Everything changes when you allow yourself to experience the difference. The bench you sit on, the steering wheel you hold, the air you breathe, everything is unique and special. And it's precisely this feeling of pleasure and contentment that makes the law of attraction truly work. The law of attraction is not based on what you see, but rather on what you feel. What's your current feeling? In order for you to experience this change, it is essential to have an anchor, a neuro-linguistic programming NLP exercise that enables you to connect with courage and abundance every day. This can be achieved by visiting pleasant places, such as cafes, where you can work and feel good. I myself used to frequent a cafe to work, even when I didn't have much money, and I felt that it was a luxury to be able to order a cup of coffee. But what I realized is that by being in that environment, I was connecting with different people, seeing how they behaved, and noticing that there was no yelling or chaos. And it's precisely this that you start to incorporate into your life when you're in these environments. You start to live a life of wealth and abundance more quickly and easily than if you were to wait until you had the money to have everything. The problem is that consumerism can catch us off guard, but that's a topic for another video. For now, I hope I've helped you understand the importance of connecting with your sensation and feelings. If I've helped, please give it a like and try out this technique. Then, come back and share how it went. I'm certain that within 20 days you'll be amazed at the opportunities that will emerge in your life. Remember, it's all about feeling, experiencing, something new in your life, and it's precisely this that will completely transform your life until the next video.